NonStop. This is my little brother, John NonStop.
Hi.
We are going to do a travel essentials video.
I just traveled here to LA to visit my sister for the first time in California.
Yeah.
And you've been doing a good amount of traveling yourself.
I've been doing a whole lot of traveling.
Yeah, Kim gets a lot of questions about what kind of things she can do to help stay fit, healthy, feel good while she's traveling. And she's been doing a lot of it. What kind of traveling have you been doing?
Top secret information, I'd have to kill you.
Just traveling. She's all over the place, I don't know. Jet setting and stuff.
Secret agent.
All I know is I can hardly ever get in touch with her.
My roommate Allie and I just came off doing the Amazing Race. It was amazing. I also managed to come off of any traveling that I do, still in shape without losing any of my fitness and feeling good and not with any cricks in my necks or any pulled muscles or any knots, right? And my brother and I were here to tell you how we do that.
Sitting on the crowded plane between who knows what.
When you're sitting in that middle seat between stinky armpit and the person whose head is sleeping on your shoulder and you're trying not to you're like. With that in mind, we are gonna give you a travel essentials video.
First item, travel essential.
Water bottle.
You have to bring a water bottle with you if you're gonna go on the road. You need to drink water, fill up on the plane.
There's so many reasons to travel with a water bottle. You're saving money, you're saving your skin, you're saving your throat, your voice, the environment.
Using plastic bottles over and over.
You're saving your muscles from getting dehydrated and cramping. You're saving so much. Your lips from getting dried and cracked.
And you're saving yourself from grabbing a Coke or a chocolate milk.
You're saving your gut from drinking calories. You save the world by carrying a reusable water bottle. I like these collapsible ones. These are some of my favorite because once they're empty, you can just shove them into the smallest part of your bag. This one's about 24 ounces and it clips on, little carabiner. And this one is 2 liters. Sometimes if I'm taking a long flight, I fill this one up with ice cold water and I keep it in my seat like a 20-hour flight because you know those flight attendants never bring you water when you ask for it.
You do not fill this up with 2-liter Cokes, right?
Never. Just water. No, drink it like this. And then as it gets smaller, it takes up less space. It's great.
This water bottle is one that I like. I have a million water bottles like these. The reason I like these is because they have a giant lid that's very big, wide opening at the top. You can put a lot of things in there, which really I don't
like donuts?
No, not donuts, not Snickers bars, none of that kind of stuff. Generally when I'm traveling, I take with me packs of protein powder. I mean, if I'm staying at a hotel that has a continental breakfast or something like that, they're gonna have bananas or oranges or things like that. So I'm gonna go ahead, maybe take some of their milk, take some water, protein powder, and then a fruit, and that'll be a much better breakfast than waffles, syrup, mystery meat, eggs that I don't even know what kind of rubber they include in those things.
With your protein powders, do you mix them with milk or water?
By now, they're getting pretty good with them, and you're gonna drink them fast anyway, so water if you wanna avoid the calories in fat and milk.
So this is good for water, it's collapsible, it's easy to carry along, and this one, obviously not collapsible, but good for shakes and alternative breakfasts. Travel essential number 2.
The lacrosse ball or tennis ball. I mean, come on, who can't pack this? This fits anywhere inside your suitcase. This is actually important for plane rides to be carried on. Any number of things you can do with this, but you can take a lacrosse ball, you're sitting in that seat, you stick it behind your back, you find that knot in your shoulders. I mean, you're not going anywhere anyway, you're just sitting there.
And you just lean it up against that chair, right? John's the back of my seat. So I'm giving myself like a deep tissue massage with just a little ball and sitting in my seat. Oh, that feels so good.
Generally, like a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball is good for finding like trigger points or little spots where you're really tight.
I like to use these also. I have a little bit of a trigger point in my glute. I will sit on it literally and kind of roll into it. So the tennis ball is a little bit softer. It's a little more forgiving. So if you have especially sore spots, I prefer the softer one.
But if you want some real pain, lacrosse ball.
Good kind of pain, not bad kind of pain.
Yes. My favorite move to do with the lacrosse ball on the airplane is to take my shoes off, drop this thing on the floor, and roll my feet out. A lot of people who like to roll their feet out, they say that it helps their calves and their hamstrings feel a little bit looser, loosen up the posterior chain in their legs.
It's really good to roll out the bottom of your feet, especially also on flights when your feet are getting swollen.
You get onto the flight and your shoes fit perfectly fine, and halfway through it's like, oh my God, I'm like busting out of these things. I feel like the Michelin Man. Kick your shoes off and roll them out. Now the only thing is, if you got smelly ass feet, don't do this.
Travel essential number 3.
Foam roller or
the stick.
These things are less trigger point related than a lacrosse ball. They don't hit like a small spot, but you can use them to roll out your muscles, your sore muscles, and can get a little bit of a broader area. It's nice to pack. This one's great. It's a small travel size, fits perfectly inside of my suitcase. Holds my underwear and usually my socks and a lot of things, so you can fit a lot in there. My favorite thing to do with the foam roller is after a long flight, I know that my back is just gonna feel like it's like just compressed into a small little junk heap, I don't even know. So I like to get on the foam roller on my back, kind of up between my shoulder blades. You want to hug yourself a little bit to spread your shoulder blades out and roll nice and slow up and down your back. And you can find a spot where it feels a little bit sticky, and then after you do it a few times, you kind of find those points where it just and just kind of pops, and I literally feel like I'm getting taller. I also like to get on the foam roller for my IT band. You kind of get down on your side of your leg and kind of roll from your hip down to your knee on the outside of your leg. And you can do it on one leg at a time, or you can kind of put two legs up to get extra weight on top, and that is extra painful, but it feels awesome.
And then the stick, if I'm carrying a smaller bag, usually like a backpack, I prefer throwing the stick into my backpack. It gets good blood flow to the fascia for anything that's feeling specifically tight in my legs and my knees. It's the majority of when I'm traveling, I'm using my legs for cycling and racing, so I like to use this for recovery. And you just can roll it up and down your legs and up and down your glutes. Unless someone else is helping you, it's not as useful with the upper body. If you have a deeper muscle tissue issues to get through, this is gonna be far more handy. Travel essential number 4. Bands.
Bands.
Bands make good dance.
Therapy bands, stretching bands. These are great. It takes up no space at all.
None at all.
There we go, I can carry it in my pocket. My personal preference to bring along with me is a little stretch band like this, a therapy band. And yours?
If you have more space and or you're gonna be gone longer and you wanna be able to get a good workout in, I do have the TRX bands, and they attach to a door jamb, and then you can do all kinds of workouts with them. So as you can see, it's a full workout system and it fits into this little bag. I only bring these if I'm gonna be gone.
Somewhere where you're like gonna be afraid that you're too lazy the whole time and you're gonna have to actually get a workout in.
Yeah, someplace where I might not have gym equipment and I wanna stay in shape. So
somewhere where life's too easy.
Yeah, you know, like a honeymoon or something.
Well, you wouldn't know anything about that.
I'm just saying I would bring this on my honeymoon if I was having a honeymoon, okay?
I didn't bring those on my honeymoon. I like to use vacation as a chance to kind of take any nagging injuries or things that hurt and make them feel a little bit better, work on them.
These are also great for using if you have any physical therapy exercises you're supposed to be working on and you know you put them off because you never have time for them.
Right.
I have to tie these. I tie these into a loop and do clamshells for my hips and my glutes. I also use these for stretching, so you can use them for an added assistance in stretching hamstrings, stretching calves, stretching anything. So, yeah. Bands. Travel essential number 5. Snacks.
Kim, what's your motto?
Always pack snacks.
Great motto. If you're gonna go on the road, on a plane, on a bus, anywhere, without food packed, I don't even go like 5 minutes away from my house without eating a meal before I leave and then packing food for the road as well. If you go on the road without food, if you don't bring snacks, then you're at the mercy of wherever you are and you're gonna eat the shittiest stuff that you can find. It's cheap, it's there, it's quick, you're gonna eat it. So instead, I prefer travel packs. Protein powders. I order my protein online a lot. I get it in jugs, and so often when I order as much as I do, I get a lot of individual sample packs, and I just save those up for when I go on the road. They come in single servings. You just open them up, you throw the pack away when you're done.
Yep.
So it's real convenient.
I tend to lean towards whole food snacks. I pack almonds. I pack bars that I can actually recognize the ingredients in.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. In between, when you can't find any kind of healthy or decent you know, prepared foods, you got something to tie you over. We get really bad hanger. Like it's awful.
Yeah, I can't go without food. Nobody wants to be around me. That's gonna be like, my wife will divorce me if I just am hungry.
Probably the reason I'm single. Always pack snacks. That's it for this week, guys.
That's it, and that's all, folks.
That's our top 5 travel essentials for healthy living, healthy traveling.
Yeah, it's not necessarily about working out while you're on vacation, but it's about doing things to help yourself feel better.
I'm KymNonStop. This is
John.
Say it.
Hi.
Say it.
I'm John.
John NonStop.
Nice to meet you.
Be sure to check back our other videos. We have a warm-up video. We've got lots of videos we've done together.
About a couple.
And subscribe to my channel and check out Friday night on CBS, The Amazing Race, because you might see this adorable mug.
Did you win?
Can't tell you anything, I'd have to kill you. To my channel, because it's awesome.
Damn. Weapon.
Self-defense.
I can kick her ass.
Please. Get me in headlock, I bet I can get out.
Before or after I let go because you've passed out?
Listen, if I can get out of a headlock, I get to sleep in my bed tonight. And if I can't get out of the headlock, I'll sleep on the couch and you can have my bed.
Your bed sounds nice.